So if you're thinking about moving to London, there's a few things that you may want to know. Now, having been born and raised here in the city and seen so many people move from abroad, there's around about 7 things that they wish they knew before they moved here. So make sure you stay tuned. Well, a lot of people move to London because it's known as the culture capital of the world, meaning it has museums, theatres, art galleries and so forth. It actually has a ton of nature to explore, including its 8 royal parks, which includes 500 acres of green spaces. You've got amazing views such as Parliament View. You've got woodlands, ponds, boats, a ton of sports facilities, including tennis courts and jogging. Now, if sports is not your thing, you also have a ton of wildlife to explore. Now, in addition to these 8 royal parks, you also have these ancient woodlands that you can explore, including Hampstead, Epping Forest. These parks offer woodlands, meadows, ponds, and again, a ton of wildlife. So London offers so much more than your cultural activities. Sometimes you want to avoid the crowd and get some fresh air, and that's totally fine because London offers a bit of everything. And if you want to check out the best areas near a park to live in London, make sure you check out our videos. And my next tip is going to be British weather. It can be quite crazy. We do get 4 seasons. February typically being the coldest month of the year. August is going to be the warmest. That being said, I am seeing year by year the UK getting warmer every day. Now, it's not uncommon to be on one side of the pavement and be a bit rainy, and the other side of the pavement actually get some sunshine. So make sure you do carry an umbrella. If you are quite affected because of the weather, then probably moving to London won't be the best choice for you. And if it's any consolation, London is located in the south of England, which is typically the warmest part of the UK. So on that side you can see grey skies, and if we move the camera this side, you've got blue skies. Again, not unusual for London. And that brings us to number 3 on things to know before you move to London, which is transport and getting around the city. There are so many ways, whether you're looking to be active, that's walking, jogging, and even renting a bicycle, to just jumping on a black cab or getting an Uber. You can also just jump on the underground station, which is probably my favourite way to get around the city. It's just so predictable. I never have to wait more than 2 to 3 minutes. Another way to get around London, you can literally just jump on a boat on the River Thames. It will take you from A to B. You have double-decker buses, you've got taxis, bicycles, and you can literally lead them wherever you want. If you've made it this far in moving to London video, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps me out in pushing more of these videos out there. That brings us to the international community. A lot of people from overseas that are moving to London fail to realise that we have a huge international community. In fact, 65% of people who live in London weren't even born and raised there. So myself, I'm somewhat of a unicorn. I was born and raised here, and that's a rare thing to find. We have big communities, whether it's American expats, French expats, Chinese expats, and something in the range of around about 250 languages. So I'm telling you, you will not feel lonely in London. Some of my favourite suburb areas in North London has got to be Hampstead, Crouch End, Muswell Hill, Mill Hill, but there are so many others in South London, West London, East. One thing to take into consideration if you want to live in the suburbs, of course, is the transport going into London. It will be expensive. Sometimes you've got to weigh up on whether you're better off buying something more expensive in central London, in inner London, or renting, and not having to pay for that transport. But in terms of the time it takes to get into central London from the suburbs, we have such great transport. It literally will take you probably around 25 minutes. It's so easy. This next tip is something that expats in London wish they knew before they moved into the city, which is council tax. This goes towards paying for services in the borough. This includes keeping and maintaining the roads, the lighting. Sometimes it also includes police force, fire brigades. Believe it or not, London is one of the most affordable areas to actually pay council tax here in the country. Despite it actually being home to some of the most expensive properties in the UK, it actually has some of the lowest council taxes. That could be because it's more people in a confined area. Also, you've got businesses that pay for rates and just has so much more money flowing through. The fact that London has so many properties to choose from absolutely means you should hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with what London has to offer. That now brings us to our next tip, which is schools. We have 2 main types of schools. Of course, we have the state schools. We've got some great schools running in inner London, We'll share some resources for you for that. But we also have private schools. The other type of school, of course, we have international. Includes South Bank International School, EIFA International School, the Stewart Bilingual School, International School of London, ICS London International, TASIS, the American School of England, Dwight School London, the American School in London, and so many others. So that now brings us into the type of property if you're thinking about moving to London. There's so much to choose from period homes to Victorian mansion flats. You've got luxury flats with all the facilities that you can expect, be it concierge, lift, underground parking, gyms, swimming pools. But you also got detached villas, semi-detached villas. You've got beautiful little cottages in little alleyways. You also have houseboats that sits in canals that you can transport anywhere in central London, because even outside of London, it takes you outside of London. So many type of properties to choose from, you can end up really confused. So make sure you do your research, come and visit, speak to a lot of agents, and just make sure you choose what's right for you. So if you are thinking about moving to London and you need some advice, make sure you reach out to us. We're more than happy to help.